What up, Joe? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how EFFUN and coconuts work for me. As I said in my previous videos, I finally got initiated into Lukumi, and I've been bouncing around from house to house until we finally settled in Massachusetts, right? So let me tell you a story. I was living with a family member at a place, and they would have a lot of strife going on in that place, and they allowed us to live there while we was moving into this place that we're at now. So while we were getting on our feet doing what we had to do, to hustle and make our money to get ready, to do what we have to do, the place was full of craziness, right? The person who opened the home to us, our family member, was a beautiful thing, and we're always going to be grateful for it, but we had to kind of, get ourselves spiritually prepared. So there was a situation where one of the people that was in the house, I didn't really care for that person. It was a little, basically, I'm going to tell you, to me, it was a piece of shit. No, it is a piece of shit. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put it to myself. Now, the house is not mine, even though they know that we practice what we do and they respect our faith and they let us practice freely in their house, which was a great thing. So I ended up doing something that I felt like my ancestors told me, right? And so I took some cascarilla, like I did in my last video, put it at the, in the front and back door. But then I did something. I took it to the extra. I got these guys, good old coconuts, you know, and I stuck one between the front and back door. And that kept the person that I didn't like at bay for a good 3 months. They didn't even go into the house. And because I put so much intention, because I was talking to the OB, to the coconut. I was like, look, I don't like this food. This is the person that I gave the, I talked to them to give them the name. I don't want them to be around me because I know I'm gonna catch a case. I'm trying to, move on to, get to a better place. So please, will this not help me and my family, avoid this person because they're very disrespectful to that. So, and I told the person who owned the place, why I'm placing the coconuts there, and they were fine with that, right? Because that was not our domain to live, so we had to get permission, and they were fine with that because they didn't really care for the person either. So it was like a whole how can you say it? Everything intertwined, and it made sense for everybody to try to live in harmony, at least for those few months. So for about 2.5, almost 3 months, coconuts worked his charm. Dude was never around. He didn't want to come because he didn't want to come by. He never opened the door. He never tried to sneak through the door. So I'm telling you this because sometimes you gotta use what you have. And remember, our ancestors were were very I'm trying to say the word. Oh my God, it's on the tip of my right on the tip of my head. Well, they're very ingenuitive, where they knew how to use whatever they had to do to get their spells working, or work their hoodoo, or work, or however they have to do whatever obras that they do have with the orishas, whatever they knew what they had to do, so they had to use whatever's around. And sometimes the spirit will talk to you and tell you, hey, use these items and it'll help you for that time, and you got to pay attention. And that's the hardest thing because even at me at times, I think I'm just because I have a wild imagination, and a ruler had to confirm, hey man, no, that was the spirit talking to you. You was not, you know, your imagination wasn't going around. That's your ancestors and that's your Ori telling you this, or the Orishas, depending on which one you keep speaking with me, that then you need to do this and that. So with that being said, you got a problem with a person, and you want peace and harmony in your house, and you just want to just try to get rid of the negativity, do guys some cascadia, which looks like this. I'm gonna show you guys what EFFUN looks like, just in case. All right, sorry. Comes in like, it looks just like this. They come in these little things. They the price range depending on where you at. Put the EFFUN at the front of the door and then back. Remember to pray and think about what you're trying to ward off in your house. And then you stick these coconuts. You talk to them and you pray, and you stick them, and you take the wrapper off, so you don't, and dispose of it properly, because this is a nature-based religion, so we love the earth. Stick them behind the front and back door if you have one, and then let them do what they have to do, because they're gonna take away that negativity, and help you hopefully get away, the people or person that you don't want around in your house, get them away from you, you know, because at the end of the day, is you're working for what you got, right? You're using what you have. And then while you're doing that, never forget to light up your ancestors and your spirit guides. So you can always take a cup of water, a white plate, and a white candle. The plate's just where, you give them a little offering. So, the white candle, clear glass, fresh water, cold water, light them up, talk to them, ask your spirit guides or your guardian angel or your ancestors, hey, while you're doing the EFFUN at the front and back door, with the coconuts, saying, hey, I want, I just want to, keep this at bay, woo, this and that, or I just want peace, or can you take the negativity when I come in the house? And just a little form of magic that, of a little magic that you can do simple, everything, 2 coconuts and the cascarill might cost you high range $4, $5. And usually coconuts are like $1.99. Sometimes you catch them for $1. Like, EFFUN, depending on where you at. If you're in Florida, it's dirt cheap. If the further north, it gets a little bit more expensive. Sometimes you get them for $4, $3, $4. And for us who've been in Florida, like, man, we get like 25 for $1. But you get up north, prices change, and there's not that many people, selling cascarill, also known as EFFUN. So with that being said, you use wisely, do your spell, keep your household in harmony. Don't forget to sage it down, or Palo Santo it down, all the corners, every room, before you put everything down too, because you want to clear out all that negative energy, because then you're going to end up placing these items down there to absorb and keep at bay whatever other negative energy. And then after that, give praise to your ancestors and your spirit guides and do you. With that being said, have a great day. Ashe.